Hello, hello! How does my kite look after 1 year of usage around the world? Today we are gonna find it out. So I'm gonna show you my 8 and my 10 meter Evo SLS 2024. It's exactly 1 year that I have this equipment with me, and I'm really curious to check with you how they are doing. In the end of the video, I'm also gonna give you some tips to keep them crunchy for a bit longer. So we start to check this stand. The bag is still super fresh. And the kite, here it is. You can hear it is still crunchy, I would say. So about this kite, I can tell you, I did use it a lot in light wind, of course, and I've also give it to a lot of people to try. So it has not been used only by me, but I would say it's wow. Let's take away the bag. So taking some care of your equipment, you can have really good results in terms of durability, even if the material is really technical, and this kite has a really good performance. In the leading edge, I cannot see big time marks or usage marks, and even the valve looks pretty fresh. No, it's not yellow, it's not dry, it's still really good. Okay, let's talk about the bridles. The bridles are still in a good shape. I would not say that this kite has 1 year. Yeah, they don't feel damaged or it needs to be changed, or you know, when you have those bridles that risk to break from one moment to the other. No, it doesn't look like that. This looks fine to me. Now we're gonna check the part of the kite that usually gets ruined easier, and is the trailing edge. So here is where the kite is always flapping all the time, and I can tell you there are not a lot of those white marks that usually the trailing edge has after a lot of usage. Yeah. The external part of the leading edge, where the kite has been sitting on the floor most part of the time, has some little marks of normal usage, I would say. Nothing special, not big cut or big marks. Yeah. Let's check here where you touch your back lines. Here in the part where you usually make the hook, you can see that it has been attached for sure to the bar, but it's not like about to break or ruined completely. So even the bridle is doing a really great job. I'm super happy about these things because I'm really careful with my equipment, and I like to treat them really good as much as I can, even if I am at the seaside or at the lake or in a really small beach with hard conditions. And yeah, I'm really happy about this result. Talking about the main valve, now I'm watching it, and the valve is still perfectly working, no air comes out, I never had problems, and it still looks amazing. Yeah. Then we have the bladder connection part for the one pump system. They are still soft. They are not dry, the tubes. The connection is still pretty good. System works perfectly. Yeah. Really good. Super. Now we are gonna... Okay, let's go now to check the 8 meter. This is the kite I probably used the most the last season, I would say. So let's see this baby. So again, the bag is still perfect, everything is working, and problems to mark out. Okay, here we have my baby 8. The canopy still looks in a very, very good shape. It is still crunchy. I don't feel it like, you know, soft. That kind of feeling you have when a kite is really, really, really used. Talking about the trilling gauge, again, the trilling gauge is the part where the kite is moving all the time, so it's where usually you have the most part of the time marks and the usage marks, so it's usually where you can see really the condition of your kite. And I would say it's super. Super. I would never say that this kite has 1 year. Again, it's incredible. And it's not because I'm good, it's just because every session I take care as my best to the equipment. And I'm not doing big stuff. Later you will see. The leading gauge, yeah. So I don't see any big mark, even though I used this kite at some beaches where there were some like wood sticks around and grass and yeah, not maybe the best sandy place, but yeah, the material is well reinforced and no, I would say really good. Let's check now the connection of the bridles, and again here nothing to say. No, nothing to say. Neither in the front, neither in the back connection points. Yeah. Here you can see that there has been the hook. Of course, it's a little bit softer, but yeah, everything perfect. Connection point with the bladder, one pump system. The tubes are still soft. They don't feel dry, you know, when you have that feeling that they are about to crack or to come out. Nothing to say. Central valve, pumping valve. I never had a problem of deflating during the usage, during my session, so yeah, pretty happy. Yeah, still perfect, I would say. Again, I've used this kite on sand, grass, lake, ocean, waves, flat. I smashed them, I crashed them, I gave it to other people. Incredible. Incredible. Again, okay, now let's talk about the tips. How did I keep my kite in this condition using them for 1 year? So, first of all, after every session, if I don't need the kite anymore for the next 15 minutes, I deflate it and pack it. I don't go to drink something with my friends or talk, leaving the kite at the beach in the super warm sand with maybe the sand flying on it and the kite flapping all the time. No, I pack it. If then I want to go for another session, I just repump it and go. Second thing, if I go to a salty spot and the kite falls in the water, then when I go home, I wash it. If not, I don't wash it because opening them and then making them wet and letting them dry is a bit stressful for the equipment. So if possible, I avoid. But if the kite is, you know, with this salty crystal on top, I have to wash it. Same, if I go to kite in a lake spot and the kite is humid or wet, I let it dry, if possible, in the shade. If it's not possible because there is not a place with the shade, I just leave it for the shortest time it's needed. That's all. Then I pack it and go home. If when I go home the kite is humid, because maybe I had no time to leave it there drying, I open it. I open it in the living room or in the garage. I'm lucky I have a garden, so sometimes I also open it in the garden, but I don't leave it in the sun if it's not needed. Third tip, when I pack them, I roll them carefully. I try to don't fold them in a bad way, you know, when you maybe fold it not in a really good way you can have some marks or stuff like that, I try to avoid it. Another important thing is that when the beach where I go to kite is not clean, so there are no little woods or sticks, there are some dirty stuff, I just take a big blanket and I pump my kite there, and same when I come out, I deflate the kite on top of the blanket. This avoids marks on the leading edge or a risk of having micro holes or big holes. So as you can see, these are not big things to do. They are easy, quick, fast. You just need to remind it and to do it every time, because what is important is to do it session after session. And you will see that your kite are gonna last longer in a really good condition, and this means really good performance for a longer time. So do these small little things and you will see that your kites are gonna be in a really good shape. If you have any other tip or you want to share your experience, please write it in the comments. I'm really happy to read it. And I hope this video was helpful for you. I'll see you in the water. Ciao!